coming clean,
No.
or as Jeff says, two old people on the porch.
Two old people on a porch sounds good, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my number, I'll get it right off my chest, off the bat, 190 this morning because of all the chocolate and shite that I've been eating.
Oh dear God above.
And
will you ever learn?
Yes, I will.
What?
Not to
What will you
have
learn?
sugar and bread.
Yeah, but then you do. So what are you learning?
Well, I'm learning. So what are you learning?
To come clean about my life. It's got nothing to do with food.
And what's your weight?
What was it? 240. Yeah, I can't remember.
240. I don't know.
No.
I wasn't there.
So I put 3 pounds on. And I wasn't eating any of the chocolate either. Through osmosis.
Just a minute. You did eat the chocolates. You did. You had some Cadbury's fruit and nut. And Maltesers.
No, you had most of the Maltesers. When you see, that's how you
I
do
had most
this.
of the Quality Street, but yeah.
You had most of the Maltesers.
Listen, this isn't a...
Oh, it is.
This
because
is not
the
a
way
win.
you say things, it's like I'm shoving huge amounts down.
No.
And I'm not.
It's just when you said you didn't have
I've
any
got to do the hair.
chocolate. I did have to come clean on your behalf.
Oh,
yes, you did have
You
chocolate.
just come clean on your behalf. Leave my behalf alone.
Anyway, yesterday we had a horrible day. We came clean in the morning. I was feeling great. We were walking into our little village here. And we were almost there because we were going to go to the restaurant.
Almost there.
And we were crossing the road. And then this thing happened. So we're crossing the road. And Jeff's like, come cross the road. And I kind of saw a truck out of my vision. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We had an argument in the middle of the street yesterday, which resulted in me turning heel and walking home. We were going to go to the restaurant and then the movies. And Jeff shouting after me, you'll regret this, because we had an argument.
Which you did.
Anyway, so I walk a block and then I'm like, oh God, this is ridiculous. I'm 70 years old and I'm acting like a teenager. So I thought, okay, I'll turn heel and walk back and catch up with Jeff and we'll go to the movies. So I retrace my steps and I don't see Jeff anywhere. I'm looking in restaurants, seeing if he's there, having a cup of coffee, nothing. So then I get to movies. So I think, well, maybe he's already in the movies, in the theater to see Spider-Man. So I get a ticket and I go in, no, you're not there. And so I watched the movie. I think he phoned in the middle of it or something. Anyway, then I came out 2 hours later and we talked. I called you, you called me. And you said, have you got anything to say? And I thought, no, I don't. Because anyway. Oh, yeah, then did we have another argument? It was an awful day. We were supposed to go and see our grandson playing in Oak Park with his band. And I just felt like I just didn't want to go. I didn't feel well. So I didn't go. You went. And it was just an awful day. So today, have you got anything to say about this? Or is this just
Not at all. It just shows what happens when you run away from things. It doesn't work.
Right, it doesn't work. But here's the thing.
I will keep doing it.
So today we went out and we're sitting having breakfast and I said, shall we unpack what happened yesterday? And you said yes. And I got this realization. So what it was Jeff said, walk across the street. I stopped because I saw this truck and I was kind of confused. So one of the things that I suffer from is I'm kind of dyslexic with geography. It's like, if you tell me the directions of somewhere, I absolutely don't get it. If you tell me it's near Starbucks on the corner of, I get that. But I'm kind of like, I get confused with directions. And so I was confused yesterday with this truck that I thought was coming. You got frustrated and or angry with me, which just so then I become fearful because you're big and you're kind of frustrated and then my mind just I just kind of go into, I don't know what to say, because if I say this, possibly that's going to get you more angry, which I don't
Never
want.
would. Never would.
Well, you kind of
If
do.
you could just say,
no.
if you could just talk, then
so,
it would be fine.
You know what? In my mind, if I said
Well,
something,
in your mind, yes.
you would get
Very
angry.
scary place.
So, Jeff, you know, I've done a lot of talking. I feel like you're being an asshole right now, quite honestly. So I had this huge realization that I get confused, and then when you get angry with me, I go, it scares me. So I just literally clam up, and that was my realization.
But what do we do about it, though? I mean,
Well,
realizing that is...
So then I thought that
good,
we'd had a chat today, that you realized that you should not get angry.
No, that's absolutely right. I should not get angry.
But you don't even remember that you...
Yeah, I do. I remember.
All right, then.
I shouldn't get angry. So in future, really the only way to do this is that Val has to just be in front all the time. And I'll follow behind.
No.
Because if I'm in front, it's not going to happen. But if you're in front, then I will follow you and there'll be no problems.
No, so here's the real thing, is like, you always want to understand what's going on. And quite often you say, you know, I don't understand you, as in me. And right, I don't understand it either. I don't understand why I'm geographically challenged. I don't understand why I get confused sometimes, the way that I get confused. I don't understand that. And you think that I should be able to articulate why I get confused when I can't, especially in the middle of being confused.
Right. And it's very difficult.
For what?
For everybody.
Right.
When you're in that mode.
And it's very...
Because I need to discuss it and get some clearance so we can carry on. And you've gone from being confused to frightened to upset, and then you just run away.
Because I'm stuck. It's like...
It's really hard, babe.
Yeah, it is hard.
Oh, good.
And I think you need anger management.
Bloody amazing. Absolutely amazing.
No, I think that... Because here's the thing, is like, you think that I am deliberately doing something to upset you, which I'm totally not. I'm confused. Do you think that I would like, oh, you know what? I'll deliberately be confused, which is going to frustrate Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to get angry at me. I really want that to happen today on this beautiful sunny day. No.
I think we're all very weird in how we think about things.
True.
So, yeah, I'm still not sure what to do other than let you take the lead in everything. Then there'll never be a problem.
Do you really think that's viable?
I have to become what I really am anyway, which is the butler servant in the relationship.
That would be good.
Yes.
Butler servant. Now, does the butler/servant get upset with the person in charge?
Well, that's the whole point. If I absolutely confirm that I am only a servant and a butler, then I won't get angry.
Right, okay.
Because obviously you're in charge of everything.
Now, obviously we're just kind of arsing around here.
No, there's a lot of truth in that.
So don't bang your knee against that, because it makes it...
No, it's fine.
Okay. But that is you, isn't it? No, it's like, if I say don't bang your knee...
Oh, the noise is good. There's nothing going on.
No, but really...
Nothing going on.
If I say please don't bang your knee, you're like now having to bang your knee. What is that?
Because you're so annoying. It's always about, oh, look at that. Oh, watch this. Check it. Oh, my God. Instead of just being. Relax your life.
That's really the nub of all of this, is I am so annoying. Which I guess I am.
No, you're an overthinker. So
Well, if I was an overthinker, would I get confused?
Oh yeah, that's the definition of a confused person, overthinking things.
Oh, yeah.
Right, moving on to the next subject.
Right. Well, anyway.
Happiest I've ever been.
Yeah, happiest I've ever been. So here's what I got from that was, you know how people say couples, you need to communicate. It's really fucking difficult to communicate. It really is, because it's like, what?
What?
It's like, the emotions are up. And,
yes.
And, I always think I'm right. I mean, we always think we're right, right? I mean, you think you're right.
I would like to occasionally. I'm never allowed to be.
So it's really difficult to communicate, but I think we did a really good job today of communicating. I think we so we waited. We waited a day. Now we waited a day and we were okay with each other and we weren't like sulking and stuff, although I was depressed.
Really? Yes.
So that's
never
not
mind.
true. Right. All right. I got depressed.
So you have a huge responsibility in all of this.
I actually,
see that?
I do.
Yes.
I do see that when I get depressed, it affects everybody in the family. So my grandson, I didn't get to see my grandson, and he must have thought, like, where's Nana? I wasn't with you, and you must have been like, oh, I'm kind of on my own here. My eldest daughter Kirsten called me and like, are you okay, Mom? So yeah, I do have a responsibility to not get depressed.
Indeed. But I don't know how you do that.
Well, I think it's the realization. So, for example, when I realize now, so I get confused, you get angry with me, I get scared. I think I need to call it, like in that moment of like, you know what? I'm confused and I'm scared that you're angry at me. So please just hold on for a moment while I gather myself.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Because the silence kills me.
Right.
Kills me.
Sarah G. Yeah, so yeah, that's a realization. And really, it is about realizing what emotion I'm in at that time. And then it goes back to eating. So I need to just think about what it is that I'm just about to stuff into my face.
Right.
Sarah says you guys are so cute. We are cute. I feel very cute.
In a very old, grumpy way.
I love being old.
And
being
grumpy.
Old and grumpy is okay. I mean,
it's all we've got left.
I think
before we pop off.
So realization, communication is important. It's not easy. I have to realize my part in it of like, and not getting depressed. I really thought I was over that.
Yeah. It's very difficult to be, because depression, well, clinical depression it's there all the time. And also it's a habit.
It's definitely a habit.
Mm.
I was thinking about that though. It's like, people who read a lot of books, you really, I think I need to do more of that. Like, hey, I'm going to read a book would be more acceptable than I'm going to have a lie down because I'm depressed. I could like, maybe I should just do that. Like, I'm going to read a book.
As soon as you feel you're depressed, get up and move. Never mind read a book.
Oh, right.
Get up, walk out, sit down, get a cup of tea. Anything that will get
Showers
you
on, high
away.
shower. Yes.
You cannot sit and be depressed. It will go downhill rapidly.
Well, you know what I think it is? Sometimes for me, it's kind of like I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this thing, this argument that I'm in.
What is this thing? Called love.
So depression is kind of a way of, cutting you off, basically.
Oh, please.
It's
at the legs or at the neck?
At the neck.
At the neck. My God, madam.
Anyway, we have this thing going from today, which is, and we're doing so great so far. I don't know what time it is.
It'll not last.
It is going to last. No sugar, no bread for 10 days.
No sugar, no bread.
Why am I doing that? Because
no air.
I just want to be disciplined enough to be able to do that. So that's what I'm doing.
Very good.
Tonight, I'm going to go to the Eastgate Cafe and I'm going to tell a story. Do not submit. And of course, there's wine there, but I'm not going to have wine.
Ah.
Now,
Is that sugar?
I could have. Yeah, wine is full of sugar.
Could have vodka and club soda.
Yes.
No
No.
sugar and no calories.
Oh, right. Sorry.
No sugar, no calories.
Yeah, no sugar, no calories.
Am I frightening you? Dear God. See, it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, because you're big and large, you don't get frightened.
That's not true. Just because he's big and large doesn't mean anything.
When that guy was walking by and they parked across our driveway the other day, and you got annoyed at him. Oh, you weren't frightened, were you?
No.
I
was frightened. He could have beaten the crap out of me. He was about 30 years old, but I had a strategy.
Oh, God. Go on.
Oh, look, Charlotte, she must be laughing her socks off.
So no wine.
No wine again.
Right, no wine. I'm going to do...
Wine on, wine off.
Club soda.
Wine on, wine off. Wine on, wine off. And so her life goes.
No sugar, no bread.
But lots of vodka.
Vodka.
Don't shake the...
Anyway, I think that's it. Yes, Sarah, she's in it too. 10 days of no sugar, no bread. And we did it this morning. We had, so here's the thing is that I definitely can't be a vegan with this. I don't know how to do that. So it was sausage, bacon, and egg, and hash browns.
Aren't hash browns bread really in disguise?
No, I think that's
potato.
This is how I lost all the weight before. Is it's the no sugar and the no bread. Anyway, everybody.
And no ketchup and no additives.
Right. No ketchup.
No additives.
But it's interesting in restaurants because they just love to ply you with stuff. You know, do you want?
Because it tastes good and it's
bread with
addictive,
that?
so they keep giving it to you.
Yeah.
Anything that's addictive is good for you. Keep smoking.
Tip of the day.
Don't put your hand in boiling water. Oh, and then the silent routine. So I have to come up with it.
Yeah, come up with a tip. Go on. Tip of the day from Jeffrey G.
Tip of the day. Life is amazing. You deserve to have a great life. Just because you're you. Whatever that great life is. Up, down, in, out, wonderful, upsetting, but it's life. Enjoy the damn thing. Because this too shall pass.
Very good.
Very good.
With
Say
that,
good night, Gracie.
Love you all. Thank you for watching.
Good night.
Good night. Goodbye.
Auf
No
Wiedersehen.
sugar, no bread.
You'll be lucky.